Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Runestone and we're going to do spoilers of Adventures in the Forgotten Realm. So this is the second video of the Forgotten Realms previews and spoilers. So we're going to start off with Cloister Gargoyle and Dungeon Crawler. So for the Gargoyle, it's 2 colors and a plains. With this Gargoyle, enters the battlefield with a venture into the dragon. So enter the first room or advance to the next room. And we'll go to that at the end of the video. There will be tokens, which you will see. As long as you completed a dungeon, Cloister Gargoyle gets +3/0 and has flying. Then you got the Dungeon Crawler, which enters the battlefield tapped. Whenever you complete a dungeon, you may return it from your graveyard to your hand for that 2/1. So the next 2 set of cards is Ellie Wick, Tumblerstorm, and Evolving Wild. So this legendary planeswalker, Ellie Wick, it says, venture into the dungeon, +1, and then it has look at the top 6 cards of your library. You may reveal a creature card from among them and put it into your hand. If it's a legendary, you gain 3 life. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in random any order. So that's -2, which is pretty cool for 4 mana. I like the picture. But then the -7, you get the emblem. Creatures you control have trample and have +2/+2 for each differently named dungeon you've completed. So we're going to really be focusing on the dungeons, which we'll get to at the end of the video, as I said. And then Evolving Wilds, which you've basically seen in every type of set. So, which we have Gloom Stalker and Nadar, Sethless Paladin, so 2 white cards, 1 being rare and 1 common. So the first one, Gloom Stalker, for 2 colors and a white. This Dwarf Ranger is, as long as you've completed a dungeon, Gloom Stalker has double strike. Then you got the legendary creature, says, when Paladin enters the battlefield or attacks, venture into the dungeon. So other creatures control get +1/+1 as long as you've completed a dungeon for 3/3/3. So the next 2 set of cards is Portable Hole, which you saw in my first video for the previews. Then you got the Power Word Kill. So this Portable Hold is basically the hollow version I wanted to show you. And then the Power Word Kill is 1 colorless, and a swamp says destroy target non-angel, non-demon, non-devil, non-dragon creature. It's an uncommon, so we'll see how that goes. Then we got Prosperous Innkeeper, which you saw in my first video. So we're going to skip and move on to Shortcut Seeker, which is 3 colors and an island. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, venture into the dungeon. Again, you'll see those tokens right after this moment. And I like the saying, the old trapdoor under a rug trick. This is almost too easy. I like that saying so much. So these are the tokens that these 3 have at least been released. We're not going to show you any islands or plains or any of the lands because there have been released, but I feel like that's a waste of time just to show you pictures with a few sayings on them. So you got Tomb of Annihilation, Lost Mine of Fandalevar, and Dungeon of the Mad Mage. And again, if you can just go, I'm not going to read them. I will leave this just posted for a moment so you can see which ones. So you got the Cave Entrance, Scry 1, Trap Entry, each player loses 1 life, and they will explain how this is going to be played. I haven't found any information on how these token cards are to be used, but it looks like it's going to be totally associated with the cards that are to be released, and it should be really fun. And you got the Cradle of the Death God, Temple of Dumbthion, and the Mad Wizard's Lair. So this is number 2 on the previews. There's the number 1 on my channel, and I hope you guys have a good day and a good evening.